Here at St Michael's, we try to help people achieve their dreams if we can. The phrase that's often used is bucket list, but I'm never quite sure of the idea of bucket list, because if there's something we want to do, we should get on and do it. Seize the day, I mean. Although of course there's always something that we don't quite get round to. For me personally, rowing and stand-up paddleboarding are two things I've always wanted to do but not got round to. And so recently I've started rowing, and I'm about to be in my first race. And at the end of May, I've booked for a treat for my daughter and I to have her learn to stand up paddleboard on the River Avon. So I really hope that works. And at St Michael's, we try to help other people do the same sort of thing. I know we've helped somebody get a tattoo. We've enabled someone's horse to turn up on the ward to visit them. We've helped someone go on a canal boat, something a lifelong dream. And of course, people like myself from the spiritual care team, we help people do meaningful events. For example, we've done a number of wedding blessings, and it is a real blessing for everyone who's involved. It's a great privilege to help people achieve those sorts of things. I think it'd be wonderful if everybody could have an empty bucket list by the time they come to the end of their life, but it's not always possible. I think too that maybe as we reach towards end of life, the smaller things become bigger and bigger. For example, I think for me, what will become more and more important are things like the view of the Malvern Hills from my home, the flowers in my garden, and embraces from my family and friends. These small things become the big things.
Before I die, one of the things I'd like to do is convert a van into a camper and travel the world.
Something I'd like to do before I die is write a book.
On my bucket list before I die, I think I would like to go on safari and see some wild animals.
Something I'd like to do is go to Mexico on a cattle drive.
Something I'd like to do before I die is to be able to go travelling with my children. When I was younger, I was able to travel and found that I had the best experiences into life and other cultures.
One thing that I would like to do before I die would be to travel to Mexico. I love Mexican food, and I think it would be a really amazing place to visit.
Last week I was able to achieve one of the things on my bucket list, and that was to drive a racing car around the racing track at Goodwood.
Whatever it is that's on your bucket list, why don't you share it with us